Welcome in, Renegades. There is another crazy move by the internet computer. You're going to see why. We're actually going to be talking about news that's another crazy move, as well as the price, because this is turning out to be one of the most volatile cryptos of the end of this bear market, beginning of the next bull market. Bear with me a little bit. I'm trying to catch my breath. I've been doing like a lot trying to get ready for this. It's been a crazy morning. Just was on a Twitter space on Code and State. You guys can check that out. Let me go get that tweet here. We were talking about everything that happened this year on the internet computer. I was going to do a video about that at the very end of the year, and I think I'm still going to, even though we talked about it here. I think that would be a good way to end the year. But let me just grab this tweet for you, and you can check out this Twitter space. A lot of ecosystem projects and a lot of influencers were in this space, so it's definitely one to watch. I will be sending this right now. I hope you guys are having a good holiday season. I'm looking forward to spending time with friends and family. My moderator just left. I was like, bro, if you sit here, you can't listen to your other stream while I'm going. He's like, oh, yeah. But he was going to sit up here. But, yeah, there he is right there. My mod. Smash that like button. Let's go. So we do have a lot to talk about. I want to just recap a couple of things that are very important as we go. There is a community of like-minded people in the internet computer, and we are now reaching other blockchains. So the whole vision of the internet computer is to create, they call it a blockchain singularity, but let's put it in more layman's terms to people that are just onboarding into ICP. What I like to call it is just a platform where all of the blockchains, which are just cryptos that you see, they have a blockchain. That's what crypto is. They all can be interconnected now. So before it was like a walled off just yard. Like everybody has their fences. Every house is separate, right? You don't have a door from your house that goes into your neighbor's house. You know, you can't connect those because they're two different houses, right? So if you build like a sky bridge, you know, that is directly connected from one house to the other, then you can get to both houses, or it makes a building or whatever, and you can get from one part of the building to the other, right? And so that is where this crypto is. Your house is ICP, the original house, and then you're connected with these all these other layer one houses. Now you can get from one house to the other, and before there was like, you know, a fence there, and you had a guard with, you know, a toll booth where you had to pay a toll to get through, and sometimes they stole your money, which we call them bridges. And now that doesn't have to happen. So what the internet computer has done in the last year has been monumental, not only for crypto, but for technology in general. You can now repurpose the internet on a crypto blockchain that can be ran by the community through governance. So our monetary system, do we have any say in the bank system? No. So I watched a video where they say when you put money in the bank, they take 90% of that money and they loan it out to somebody else. So 90% of the money that you put in banks, you don't really have. And I saw another video where a guy tried to get $250,000 out of the bank, and they told him it would take, you know, 4 weeks. It ended up taking 5 weeks. And instead of getting $250,000, he only got $160,000 of his money. And he has a lot of money, like millions, hundreds of millions. And they couldn't even get him $250,000 in 5 weeks. So the problem with the traditional banking system is we don't have a say on that. We don't get a vote and say, yeah, no, this policy doesn't work for me. I want my money at least within 1 week, and I want all $250,000. If I have $10 million in your bank and you can't give me $250,000 of it, then what am I even doing right here? So the thing with the internet computer is it's going to onboard other fiat payment systems where you can interact directly, get your money in and out of the internet computer. You're still going to have to use a bank, like if you want to get it into like a cash, or you could just put it on your Coinbase card. This is another thing, or a crypto card. So if I don't want to use my bank at all, this is what you do. You get your money, You say, screw the traditional banking system. I'm not going to do that. I can use my Coinbase card. So what I can do is buy through a fiat with my Coinbase card. Okay, you buy with my USD on the Coinbase card. Then I can, get whatever crypto I want, the ICP, and then let it go way up, take my profit, send it back over to Coinbase, in which I'd probably leave most of it in a cold wallet. This is some real schooling for you. Leave most of the money in a cold storage wallet, like a non-custodial wallet. You have the private key and all that good stuff. And then what you do is put whenever you want to spend money, throw it in your Coinbase account, the ICP, turn it to USD real quick, and then use your Coinbase card and screw the banking system. And then that way, if you want $250,000, you want to buy something that's 250K or whatever, you could go out and buy that right away. Now, getting cash, on the other hand, that is a little bit trickier. You could, get out of an ATM, but you're only going to get $500. So that's something that needs to be fixed in the future. But if you want to spend the money, that's the way to do it without the traditional banking system. You can't do a lot because of like money laundering and all that. You don't want to get caught up in anything like that. So they have restrictions on the amount, but eventually there's going to be onboarding and there's always going to be banking systems, but we're going to have to try to not use them as much as possible. And with direct integration through all blockchains, you will be able to move through all the cryptos, and then when you want USD, you can just go sell it and then send it to your bank, and hopefully they don't lose your money, and you can still get it out if you're making millions. So that, yeah, the integration with Alchemy Pay is exactly what I'm talking about. Ham PNG, thanks for that tag the other day, by the way. There's just big stuff happening right now. The ICP conference, community conference, is coming up here in 2024. I hope to see a lot of you guys there. Thanks for being here. I might switch my live streams to 6 p.m. on Fridays. What do you guys think about that? I'm going to give it like a week maybe, and then next week we might still do 10 a.m., but I think we're going to transition to 6 p.m. because that's when most of the people can join live streams, it seems. There's a lot of people here. Thank you, guys. I'm not saying that. I just think that we would do better as a community, maybe at 6 p.m. That's up to you guys, though. We don't have mods at 10 a.m. anymore, and my friend kind of streams in the morning, so maybe it'll work out, maybe not. It's up to you guys, too, because you're part of this community. All right, let's get into the news. Then we're going to look at the price. We're going to get those indicators out telling us, hey, are the whales dumping right now? And if the whales are dumping, we need to scoop those bags up at $8.55, $8.75, $9. And it keeps going back to those prices because the whales are dumping it down there and then scooping it up again, making, selling some of it at a profit, pumping it back down. And that's the way the whales kind of work. And I know it'd be better for you, Amar. But I'm talking about like for all you guys, but as well as for everybody else, because we got to think of the whole community, not just one or two people. But yes, I kind of did this for my mods, you included, because I know it's like 3 a.m. when it's 6 p.m. to whatever. It's pretty late your time when that happens. I think it's like 6 a.m. or something. But yeah, let's get into this. All right, let me just share my screen with Jay here. Got my cherry 7-Up for the day and my Sprite bottle. Bomb. I remember when I used to I used to live in Wyoming. There was a vending machine that cherry 7-Up was 50 cents. God, I'm old. Just turned 40 if you didn't know. I'm an old man now. All right. So good old Dommy. My boy Dom, maybe one day, my homie. No, but one day I will meet Dom. He's holding it down for the internet computer through this bear market, man. He's definitely somebody that I look up to. And the reason that I'm in the internet computer is because he had the same vision. If you look back, I don't call anything an Ethereum killer, a Solana killer. I don't talk about crypto like that because I think every crypto has, if it does, not every crypto, but every crypto that has something good to offer, technology, Web3, the community, I believe in it. And I think that we should definitely be looking for a trustless multi-chain on the internet computer. That's what we need to be looking for. And that's what ICP is doing. CKUSDT and CKUSDC are coming in the new year. Maybe they come before the new year. They just do things so fast sometimes. Or they work on it for a long time and then they just like phase it out really fast, and it just kind of shocks everybody, and I kind of like that. But there is a shiny new page on internetcomputer.org that gives an overview of what's happening. So I encourage you guys to get over here and definitely check out internetcomputer.org. You can look at the dashboard. Yeah, it's 12 hours. So I thought, 6 a.m. That's not too bad. 10 p.m. So we might change it. It depends on the consensus of everybody. But yeah, definitely get over here. Now, what is a trustless multi-chain? Well, this is what we were talking about, the walled off garden or the walled off, neighbor. The traditional, they like to say a walled off garden, but I think it's better if you can understand it through like a house and, building like some kind of a bridge from house to house. Each house is its own place, right? And there's no real way to connect a house, and most people don't want to connect their houses, right? So this gets rid of the trust though. After you can integrate with the crypto, you do not have to trust a third party like that toll booth we were talking about that likes to take its fees, and sometimes they run off with the money too. So, or somebody hacks it, somebody breaks into the toll booth or robs the toll booth, and there goes all your money. So decentralized applications and services can delight users by incorporating the assets and functionality of multiple blockchains. Using the internet computer, developers gain the technical superpowers necessary to deliver such game-changing experiences while preserving user safety and convenience. So we already have all of these connected: Ethereum, Bitcoin. We are going to see Tether. We could see that looks like Dogecoin, possibly, and then Uniswap token. So this is an ERC20 token. I'm not sure if that's Dogecoin, but whatever that is, we're integrated with all of these. Any ERC20 token, the graph, any ERC20 token now or soon when USDT and I think they're waiting for all the ERC20 tokens, but they will all be live very soon. So that's really cool. And Dogecoin is not an Ethereum token. So I don't know what that is. It could be a different crypto. I don't know that symbol. Maybe you know it. Let me know in the chat. Sorry, my voice is super coarse today. Weird. Okay, anyway. Imagine building secure Web3 services 100% on-chain with no need for traditional IT, using just smart contracts for software. This full-stack decentralization, when augmented with trustless multi-chain capabilities derived from advanced cryptography, would enable the secure custody of diverse crypto assets, their incorporation into highly sophisticated value-producing functionality, and the integration of smart contract logic on other chains. New realms of possibilities would appear. So there's a lot of big words here. I would like them to dumb it down a little bit, but they are kind of marketing at developers and high level knowledge people right now. Let me just dumb this down for you a minute. Basically, it's taking this crazy technology, this technology that is years ahead of its time. No other blockchain has the same capabilities of the internet computer. A lot of blockchains have great capabilities. That's not what I'm saying. I am not an ICP maximalist. I do like a lot of other cryptos, and I think it would be very beneficial to integrate with those cryptos that I like. Now we're talking Solana. We're talking, what would be my favorite crypto to integrate with? And I don't know if this one's going to happen. Cardano. There was beef between Cardano and the internet computer, and I think they need to just put their, I think Charles needs to put his, beefs aside, and I think Dominic Williams would do that if Charles would just put it aside, like, you're stealing our develop, whatever. I know Dominic Williams just brushes off that kind of stuff. So basically, I think Cardano would be our very best bet because their smart contracts haven't worked with the capabilities that they should have. And I think the internet computer could really help them solve that issue with canister smart contracts hooked up to Cardano. And then it could probably even upgrade the Cardano system over time, learning from the internet computers, way of running smart contracts. And then they can use that open source code or whatever to try to make the Cardano ecosystem more efficient and have their smart contracts work. And I really like Cardano. But another one I think would be Tron. I'm not going to lie. I think Tron would be stupid to overlook as a direct integration with the internet computer. I think Tron is TRX. It's been around. Man, let's look. When did Tron first come around? When was TRX Tron released, created, whatever, released? Better. So 2017. So it's been around through 2 bull markets. It launched in the bull market though. Dang. I bet it went way down too after the bull market. And people probably said a lot of the same stuff they did about internet computer till the price blasted off. But Tron has been around for a very long time. Justin Sun has a lot of crypto. He left. He's not the CEO anymore. But he has a lot of influence, just like Vitalik Buterin with Ethereum. But this crypto has been around for a long time. And I've made a lot of money off of TRX. I'm not going to lie to you. It's one of my favorite cryptos. And I think it would be very, very well integrated with the internet computer. And I'd like to see what they can do with Orchid too. Let's look at Orchid, OXT. I believe this is an ERC20 token as well. This is just another good crypto, Orchid. This one is going to be on the internet computer very soon, and it's a payment platform. Basically, it converts money from one currency to another, I believe. It's just it's a gateway, but it's really cool. And it used to be a lot more capable. Now other blockchains do a lot of the things that Orchid can do, but it is a utility token. It's pretty cool. I'd like to see what we can do on the internet computer with Orchid. And then the graph, another ERC20 token that we're going to be integrated with now. So the graph. So what is the graph? The graph is basically like the Google of Web3. It indexes data and queries data. So it calls on data. So if we can get the graph to query data for the internet computer, we can already do that, but, use their capabilities. Let's make every blockchain better, what is graph? The graph is a decentralized search and data collection platform that allows blockchain applications to manage the data they store, search for, and use. In computing, a query is a search term that is used to find specific data essential to operating information-based systems like the internet. So this is what the internet computer does. It calls on data from the internet. But to query and store that data, it would be cool to have some kind of integration where it can do that, store it on the internet computer cloud instead of Amazon Web Services, and really integrate this to a fully decentralized Web3 application with the graph and the internet computer at the same time. Just the possibilities are endless now. I mean, what is your favorite ERC20 token? Let's get in the chat for a minute. What ERC20 token do you guys want to see the capabilities? Like, let's just look and see what the possibilities are. Let me know a good ERC20 token that I haven't mentioned yet, and we'll look and see what it can do. Because now the graph, we look at that can integrate really well, and it can help on both sides. So let's hear something here. Okay. All right. Well, if you guys won't pick one, I will. So let's just think again. What is another one that I really like? Let's just say Compound. This is a DeFi token. Okay, Compound. This token actually really made a lot of money with BAT. And I will look at the chat again to see what you guys want, but Compound token. What is? Let's just go to what is. That way we can see. I mean, I could tell you what it is, but it's better to read it because I'd have to think, and I don't want to think. No, Compound is a decentralized blockchain-based protocol that allows you to lend and borrow crypto and have a say in its governance with its native comp token. Now, this used to be a really big crypto back in 2020, 2021. I made a lot of money because you were able to stake BAT tokens on their DeFi for a huge, like 150% like rewards for BAT token. You just made a crap ton of money. And then they stopped doing that. And so, but that's why the comp token really blew up. It could really be an integral part of growing the internet computer DeFi ecosystem. We need to look at these tokens as, wow, they have a good community. They make people a lot of money. That is what is important. That's what we do here on the channel. That's what, these projects are supposed to do for us, are investing and really trusting in these projects before they blow up. And that's why it's really good to be in the internet computer before it really does blow up. But this could bring a lot of DeFi, not deep, because we have DeFi in the internet computer, but this could bring more DeFi capabilities and outreach that we could really move from blockchain to blockchain and be a direct integrated, ecosystem of layer ones and layer twos that are all interconnected, and you can trade a token from one token to say the internet computer directly to Cardano in a decentralized swap. You could borrow Cardano on an internet computer DeFi swap. You could use Compound tokens for collateral to borrow ICP. You could use ICP as collateral to borrow comp tokens. Like, whatever you wanted to do, the possibilities are endless. So if you can dream it, they can make it. So VeChain, before finding ICP, okay. So VeChain, it's its own chain, right? And it runs on VeThor. But that would be a cool integration, definitely. Vara is also another cool chain that I would like to see because it has very good smart contract capabilities. But let's see what VeChain is. Let's see what the possibilities, because VeChain is a pretty fast and efficient chain. It's not quite as fast as the internet computer, but it is a very, very good smart contract platform. So VeChain is a smart contract blockchain offering a software solutions for businesses. Oh, for businesses. Yes. Okay, so this is where we need to really look into VeChain. That's a very good point, man. Definitely VeChain. So what we have, right, is a lot of traditional centralized authorities and monopolies that have cornered the business market when it comes to data storage, software solutions, anything like that, right? So the internet computer being a good cloud platform on the internet computer, a cloud type platform, it would be very beneficial to have a software solution for businesses directly integrated to the internet computer. This is also a very fast smart contract blockchain, and is best known for its enterprise supply chain product that traces shipped goods. Oh, so this is a real world integrated crypto. It's integrated with real world items, because what it is doing is tracing the shipped items. So this is big for GDP and all that. That's a huge part of the global economy, shipped goods. So definitely. So this gives VeChain real world uses across a variety of industries, including the food and beverage, fashion, and automotive sectors. And those are the big ones for, imports and exports. If not just GDP, that's kind of everything. But, you could use it for just basically everything in business in the world. So that's a very good point. Good one. It's small, but when you use Coinbase debit card, you get 0.5% back in cash or crypto. Yeah. So I do Bitcoin or Stellar Lumens. Stellar Lumens is my favorite because Bitcoin, you don't make a lot of money when Bitcoin goes up, but when Stellar Lumens goes up, not only are you getting that 5.5%, something like, I don't know, it's 1.5%. I don't know. But yeah, you only get part of it, but you also get the benefit of the crypto going up. So what up, man? My guy, 6 Figs. Friday morning. Yeah, VeChain is a real world use. That's why I got into it. And now I like Origin. But yeah, sounds interesting as an integration. Origin is one of my favorite cryptos on the internet computer platform. I'm not going to lie. Next one is going to be Trax, because I really believe in a decentralized music economy. For years, Tupac, had the right idea. He wanted to leave death row. So did Dr. Dre, and they all, wanted to leave, and Dr. Dre did and started his own label. Well, the reason they start their own label is because the label companies are all intertwined, and they all have big, big money, and they all just want to take a lot of the money from all of the artists and charge the fans all this money, and the artists barely get any of it. So what happens with Trax? Let's go into this. We were going to wait, but let's just go into this right now. They are a music platform that is for underground, medium, and huge artists alike. So the SNS update, this is when they had their 100,000 ICP. We're going to look at where they're at in a minute. But their SNS update, you can participate here. And I'm going to link this in the description and the comments right now. I guess I will link it in the descriptions because I said that, but paste. So when you say this is a very good question. I'm really, really glad that you asked this. Don't let me forget to move this over here. But since you asked this question, the whole point of the internet computer is to integrate with every single crypto. Now, do I think Origin would make VeChain obsolete if internet computer did not integrate with every other crypto? Yes. But that is not the idea we have in this community. The idea that we have in this community is to open up the internet computer for every blockchain. And Origin and VeChain could make a very crazy partnership, because Origin Foundation can verify the goods, while VeChain can verify that they were sent, track the orders, the way they were shipped, make sure everything gets to where it needs to be, verify the product. Then you open up a global supply chain and you can start shipping these products, verify them when they leave, verify them when they get there, all on the blockchain. Then when you get there, you can authenticate that this is the real item that came from where it was supposed to come to get to you. You can verify it on the blockchain. So is it going to make it obsolete? No. Is it going to make it better? Absolutely, 100%. I think that they can come together and make a stronger, more efficient supply chain for real world items on the blockchain. That's just my take on that, though. I'm glad you asked that question. That just opened up, something that I've been wanting to talk about. So yeah, utilizing VeChain on Origin and Internet Computer opens up that gateway. Coexist, no, co-thrive. Co-thrive. We can coexist. We're coexisting now. What we need to do is come together and become that just interlock each. So it's easy to break away one finger when you do this, but when you put all your fingers like that, it's almost impossible for somebody to break your grip like that. So if you think about it, we come together instead of coexisting and integrate our technologies and use all of our marketing, our skills to reach the rest of the world. Why are all the blockchains competing with one another when our whole goal is to get decentralization and crypto to the masses? So if we come and we think about those things, yes, coexisting is great. Now that's better than a lot of the things that have happened with, attacks. And so yes, coexist, but I want to take it a step further than coexisting and co-integrating our blockchains and our resources. All this money went into Algorand, all this money goes into Internet Computer, all this money goes into the graph. Why not pool all of our resources, connect our blockchains, and use all of that to push it out to the world? Come on, man. That already does that. They don't need ICP. So they do need ICP, though, because when it comes to a blockchain that can integrate with the HTTPS outcalls that only the Internet Computer does, it opens up a whole new sector for the entire world. And it allows you to build traditional IT services on that blockchain now. So VET cannot do that by itself. I don't care what you say. No, but that's a good point too. They do need ICP. It's a good point that you're wrong. So just had to hit you with that, man. And I do appreciate your comment though. Like I will let people speak their opinions because that's what this community is about. Even if I don't agree with it, I'm going to let you speak unless it's rude. If it's rude, then but that wasn't rude. I'll let you speak your mind, bro. I don't agree with it. It's crazy. The competition is basically because some people are investing in certain things and other people are invested in certain other things, and it causes unhelpful tribalism for sure. And we have so much tribalism from non-crypto people to crypto people. We don't need it. Like, we can discuss things. Like, I'm down with that. We're supposed to be the people leading all the other people in here. So discussing these things are very important. Having everybody's opinion so that we can look at every side of the story 100%, man. But I do think that they need ICP for the HTTP outcalls and the cross-chain functionality. It will open up VeChain and VeThor to every other crypto that the Internet Computer is integrated with. It will open up from CKETH to CKBTC. Then you could, trade your CKETH for CKBTC and then send your CKBTC back to the Bitcoin blockchain as Bitcoin, or get CKVET, CKVET, and then, trade it for another crypto, VeThor, and then send that somewhere. It's just the functionalities are crazy. You'll be able to build, internet websites on VeChain to be able to file all of that stuff in the blockchain instead of on a cloud service. If you want truly decentralized internet, that's the only way it's going to happen. So for sure. Yeah, tribalism, it can be bad for all of us. Okay. But anyway, tracks, back to tracks. So they're at 100,000 on this tweet, and they are now, let's check out where they have hit now. Are they almost there? So we have 3 launches right now, and I do encourage you guys to get over here and support all of these projects if that's something that you are capable to do. Not financial advice, trading advice. Do your research. Find out what Gold DAO is. We've talked about it before. Find out what Trax is. It's a decentralized music platform governed by artists, but you need to do your research on these. And Neutronite, we haven't looked at this one yet. So let's see how many Trax tokens have been bought so far. We are at 100. Yes, dude, this thing is almost passed now. I'm really excited to see this pass. 122. Let's go, man. Let's go. It just moved up 1,000 or a couple hundred at least. It was 121. I didn't look at this part, but dang, let's go. It only needs let's see, 28,000 more tokens. Is that correct? 28, a little less than 28,000 for their minimum. Let's push them over the top, get over here and support. I almost want to put more in here. I would have to get my VPN and everything. If you're from the US, just use Proton VPN. Or if you want to pay for one that doesn't track your software, you can pay for one. Proton VPN is free, and I'm not sponsored or anything by them, so be careful. Can't hold it down for them. So, Querio token. Look at this guy go. Look at this go. 20 cents? Damn. I wish I would have scooped some up, like right down here, man. It's all the way up to 20 cents now. Shout out Querio. Unfortunately, their SNS didn't pass. I think they're going to probably, get their things in a row and then probably go for another launch. I hope. I want to see it pass. We need them as a DAO. Period. Okay, so we got scammers, guys. We have scammers. We have scammers. Be aware of scammers. Do not give anybody your private key. If anybody says, send me something or give me your key or no, just be like, sorry, we will not, anybody. Like, I don't care if they're actually a support person or not, or pretending to be somebody else that you would know. Always make sure it's exactly what it is here. Always search for the person. If they're like asking you for something weird or you don't feel right, definitely don't listen to. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. Kindly send us a direct message to get this resolved. Okay, stupid idiot. What does this say? Predator? Predappa. So they even have Predator in their name right there. Predator Appa. Predator app. They're coming after you. They're a predator on the X app. No, I don't know. But don't ever listen to any stupid people that are trying to get your information, your direct key. You never need to give that to anybody ever, even if they're helping you. So just be careful of scammers. Stupid scammers. Piss me off. Okay, anyway. Now Ghost, this token, it's the first meme token on the internet computer. Then first meme token on the SNS sale, then first meme coin in ICP listed on CoinGecko. I've always advocated for Ghost, even before, I worked with them and partnered with them. I always liked the Ghost meme coin. It made me money. The project was cool. I like the NFT. I made money off the NFT and the token, and the guy who runs this or whoever it is cool as hell. Even though, I normally don't like anonymous people, but, if you've been in the ecosystem for 2 years and you're holding it down, providing value for your community, at that point, it doesn't matter if you're anonymous. Just like Satoshi Nakamoto. If you prove yourself, then it doesn't matter. But most people, I'm just like, yeah, anonymous. I'm not cool with that. But this Ghost is the only anonymous, one that I mess with, period. But they're up 43%. Whenever this was listed, it just made me I put $10 in there and I looked in there, it was like $88. I was like, damn, because I gave away half of them. I put $15-16, and then I gave away half of them on my open chat. You can join in the description below, which I ended up giving away $80 or something. I gave away almost half of my tokens. So I gave away $80 over there before it was $80 though. So if you guys join that open chat group, you might end up getting a huge airdrop. Or if you hold ICP Renegade NFTs like you saw in the beginning, let's actually go to my tweet for a second, because I want to show you guys something. We gave $37. Hold on. $37 to each person. Top 5 that held, hold on, where is it? Not there. Okay, we're gonna have to go. Okay, hold up. Jerry is right here. Not here. Right here. So this tweet, let's look at this. So 100% a gaming skin where if you bought 5 ICP Renegades NFTs at whitelist for 15 ICP, which was $60 at the time at $4 an ICP. Top 2 holders got 1 NFT each from Ghost, the Ghost NFT, and top 5 got 60,000 Ghost tokens, which is now $37.39 each. So if you held our NFT, you held 5, you paid $60, you made more than half of your money back in the first month. And each month we are dropping airdrops to our top 2 get NFTs and our top 5 get tokens. Next month we are partnered with Boxy Dude. We already have the NFTs and the tokens. That one already doubled in money before, this last week. So everything is just going up in the ecosystem. So get over to Intrapot. I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to show my own stuff here for a second. So that you guys can see becoming a top holder, it's really valuable. We're also giving 5% of the proceeds that we make off of the mint, off of all of the royalties to Seattle Children's Hospital. I'm waiting for them to get an ICP wallet. The giving block, I've already emailed the lady. She's waiting for the giving block to give the response back. And then we send her what we already made from mint and all the NFTs bought. So if you guys support us, you're helping us build a game, which is going to be called GTR. And you are also going to be getting rewards every month. You're helping benefit the Seattle Children's Hospital. Our project really gives a lot of value back to the community. And that is what we are doing. And there's another one that sold. Nice. And you could scoop up the floor right now. 1.95 ICP for this one. Look at this thing. And this is a pretty good one too. Because if you look at the motorcycle, the background, and the helmet, this is a silver one, not a bronze one. Really good motorcycle. It doesn't have the actual background, but this is like probably a 70% rarity. Something like that, So you could scoop this up for $18 right now. And then if you scoop the floor, say you get all of these and you get tokens, and we're going to partner hopefully with more DAOs for every month. If not, I might bill the tokens, the airdrops, and we'll give NFTs from our ICP Renegades to top holders, maybe like 5 to 10. So we give value now maybe to 5 to 10 too. We might pick maybe 1 or 2 from 5 to 10, depending on how many you have to give an extra airdrop, so that way you can get to become a top holder just by holding and participating with us. So if you scoop, pay $100 and scoop these, you could end up getting your $100 back just in airdrops and other NFTs. Part of the money goes to Seattle Children's, and look at how cool these NFTs. These are a 3D NFT. If you didn't know, this is not just a regular 2D NFT. It is a game. Look at this one. So this is a gold helmet with one of the coolest bikes, in my opinion. Now, the outfit's not the best, and the background's not the best, but you got some of the most legendary stuff right here for 2.25 ICP, and I think there's even one better. There is one, but right here. This is probably the most rare one on this whole thing. This is probably a 95% rarity. This is one of the highest rarities right here. If you look, the clothes, fire. Bike, fire. Gold helmet, fire. Background, real background, fire. So this is the best one on here, 298. And I'm gonna maybe airdrop some really cool ones too, because I have 253 in my wallet that I'm just gonna be giving out and rewarding people and holding. We might launch on Yummy again, but not these ones. We're not gonna do the fire ones. We might launch some more of the common ones, but you will not get a chance to get these rare ones again. We are going to build the game. We're almost halfway to the money to get the demo going. Then we can get a grant, then we can move forward, get some venture capitalist funding maybe one day. This is going to be big if you guys support us and all of the good causes and everything. So let's move on. You guys are with me, right? Okay. Any predictions on VET? I'm holding VET. I just made a little bit of money off of VET in the last couple of weeks. So, I'm cool. That's cool. I got some free from Coinbase and, I made some money on it. So it's pretty cool. Now let's go look at Ghost, because that's what we were talking about before we did all this. So we're going to look at where Ghost token went. And when I was telling you guys about the Ghost token as well. So I've been telling you about this token for a long time. A very long time. You can go look back at my videos. I've been talking about this crypto for a very, very long time. $495,000 in volume in the last 24 hours. We have 6.4 million total value locked. That's pretty cool. Now, Ghost up another 4.6%. Mora is down. Querio up 17%. It did go back down from 20 cents like we saw, but Ethereum is up $41,000 in the last 24 hours. That's pretty impressive. CKBTC, same, 40,000. Ghost, 135,000 volume and $1.49 million locked. This to me is a token that I'm investing in. Where's Sneed? Where's all that value lock Sneed at? 130K. Okay, that's still a nice amount. Okay, 171. Okay, Sneed ain't doing too bad neither. I did, man. These ICP meme coins are kind of winning me over a little bit, but I'm still gonna be careful. I'm not gonna fall for it. It's the meme coin beatdown. They suck you in with all the volume and the fun times and the memes, and then then it's a risk. But I think this one's worth the risk. We could see a really big high here, which we saw in October. We saw another big pump right here with a high of, well, basically where we're at now. No, where we went though. I think we went up to. Did we lose a zero? I swore we lost a zero at one point. Maybe not. I guess not. I swore when I saw it lost a zero. But this thing went absolutely parabolic. I would like to see where it's going to go. I think we're going to have some big resistance right here at about the low right here. Where's the 8658? 8658. So double. Hold on. No, that's 4 zeros and an 8. 3 zeros. Hold on. Let's see. I'm looking for the high, actually, not the low. The high. So we're going to have resistance at 0, 0. No, that's 4 zeros. How is this higher than that over there? Okay, this chart doesn't make sense. Never mind. So we're going to have resistance here at 0, 0, 0, 109. Hold on. 0, 0, 0. Yeah, I can't figure this thing out. Because we're at 0044. Yeah, we're actually at a higher high than we've ever. Oh, that's why. This is only. Oh, look at that. That's why. My God. My God. What the hell? Okay, that was weird. But here we go. So there is no support or resistance that we can ever look at this. What the fuck? What is happening here? Okay, well, it only showed me part of this. That was very, very strange. But yeah, if we look at this, we do have some support right here. Let's see where this one closed right here. Yeah, 4209 is our support. That's where I'd be putting in my purchase orders. And then I would be selling at, let's see up here. I would be selling at about 5.2 to take profit and then buy if I was going to buy back in. If I was going to load up my bags, I would wait to a dip to 3672. 3672 would be a good time to get into the ghost token. Sorry about that. That was really weird. Normally the chart just kind of makes the whole thing seem, but anyway, I do need to get this CFGI, so ICP Crypto Oscillator. I put CFGI in and it doesn't do anything, so let's just go down here. This is one of my favorite new places to, come on, where are you? What the heck? Okay, hold on. CFGI. There we go. Crypto Fear and Greed Index, CFGI. So on the 15-minute, looks like volatility positive because we've just been having, a lot of positive. So, but hold on, this positive, so it's not as volatile right now. Is that what that's saying? Okay, I think it's saying because when it's negative, the volatility is very, very high. When it's positive, the volatility is lower. Volume positive, impulse positive. I think I have that right. I could have it backwards. But when I see it negative, that's when we move way back down to $8. So I look for the charts, and this to go together. So I could be wrong about that, but when that's what I see in the chart. So I'm just telling you what I see. That's it. Volume. We're going to look at that. Let's look at the volume. Damn, bro. 34 in volume. We used to have a hard time reaching the top 100. We're in the top 35 now, every day or higher, which we're competing with some big old cryptos too. And we have a market cap of still 25% since yesterday, 951. Let's go. Okay, let me just move this around over here. Okay, so 15-minute order book neutral whales. So this is why we're not pumping up, because the whales, they're scooping that up about $8, and they want retail to push that price to $12 again so they can take profit. That's why it's saying negative. The whales are, they're bearish right now. They're trying to take their profits, so they're not pumping the price up right now on the small time. But they will when it gets higher. They're just hoping retail gets in. That's how whales make money. They pump it up after retail and then dump it down to the ground after they take profit. And they hope that not everybody can get out. And they know that. So surge, very positive, dominance, neutral. That's good. That means Bitcoin doesn't either have a big hold on us or a little hold on us. It's just kind of neutral right now. So even if Bitcoin makes a big move, it's not going to have a big impact on us on the smaller time frame for right now. Social, positive. So everything's looking pretty good. I love this index. This is my favorite oscillator group of everything. It just gives you an overview of everything. On the hour, we are negative, it looks like, on the volatility, which is good, because the volatility is going to be moving on the hour in a very positive way, which means you can scoop it up at these prices I'm going to show you here. And that's what my videos are for, dollar cost ad. You can use my videos, not financial advice or trading advice, but you can use them for whatever you want. If you do futures trading, if you do leverage trading, you can use them for that. But just know that my videos are to help people dollar cost average, buy the dip, know the prices to get in and get out at if you are going to ride these waves. And you can add leverage to that. You can do whatever you want to do. That isn't what I'm here to do, is to tell you what to do. I'm here to show you all of the indicators and these levels that you can make your best educated and researched decision at. So impulse right now is negative because we have seen this price for a little while. It isn't as new to everybody anymore. That FOMO that came in, but there still is a lot of FOMO because 284 million in volume. But on the 1 hour, it looks like the FOMO is not as much. The whales, again, on the 1 hour are hoping to push that price up with retail investors. The search is negative right now, so the retail investors are not getting in as much as they should right now. So that is negative. So that's going to affect the whales being negative because they want retail investors to get in. How do you know if retail investors are in? Well, the social and the search, right? That is the people looking to get into crypto. And that is negative on the 1 hour right now. But the dominance is very positive, which means that it is not going to be as bad. Normally the dominance positive means it runs with Bitcoin, and negative means that it runs against Bitcoin. So this is going to run with Bitcoin right now on the 1 hour. So if I said that backwards before, I'm sorry. I just had to think about, if it's positive, it runs with Bitcoin. If it's negative, it runs against Bitcoin's price. And if it's neutral, it doesn't affect it very much. So there we go. We are running with Bitcoin price right now. 4 hour, we are running with Bitcoin price. Price score neutral, which we've just gone sideways, which is dumb because it's not neutral, it's volatility. And we're very negative on the volatility, which means I believe we have a lot of volatility on the 4 hour. So an impulse, so people, retail, this one, search and social, all three of these are going to let us know if the whales are actually going to start to get, bullish and sell off their stuff again. And if this is negative, the whales might push it up again. But the whales are positive, even though all of these things. So the social is neutral, the search is neutral, but now the whales are positive. So that shows you the more that retail investors get in, the more whales will move the market. So it's kind of up to us to set the precedent for the whales. Order book, very positive, which means there's orders coming in, and they're purchase orders, which is good. Technical, neutral. We've been there for a while now. But the volatility, when this is neutral and the volatility is negative, which I hope means that there's a lot of volatility. We'll look at the 4 hour. Let's just hold up. Let's figure this out. Let's look at the 4 hour. Volatility. Negative volatility on the 4 hour. Okay, so it looks like it does mean that it is not very volatile. The volatility is negative. There's not a lot of volatility. And that's what that means. I just wanted to make sure that means there's not a lot of volatility on that 4 hour right now. Let's look at the daily, because this should be good. The daily should be good. Okay, well, the price score is good, but I don't see why the volatility, okay, it's been very volatile. Wait. Did I just forget again? Now it doesn't make sense to me. What the hell? So on the 4 hour, it doesn't look like it was very volatile right there. Okay, I guess this one did have a move. Let's look that up. I'm gonna look it up, man. I don't. Whoa, volatility, volatility, volatility. Okay, jeez. Uh, damn it. Crypto. Very negative. Damn it. It's not going to give me an answer. I'd have to like deep dive. I'm not 100% sure which one it is. Now let's look on the daily as well. Let's see if we can't figure this out. I don't know. It looks like it wasn't very volatile in there. But when I think of negative volatility, yeah, look at that day. That's volatile. That's very volatile on the day. Okay. So it's definitely negative volatility, 100%. Look at that volatility on the daily. We're talking from $9 to $10, $11. That's volatile. So very negative does mean volatile. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that I'm giving you guys the correct information before we move on. Okay. So 100% volatility negative, which is good. We want negative volatility, which means that it's going to move in a big way. We can make profit. You could, leverage. You could do whatever you want to trade on that. Volume is negative. Now that is going to mean that the amount of selling is more than the amount of buying going on. So the impulse is negative as well, but not very negative. Technical neutral again, social neutral. Search is negative. So social media is still hitting it hard, but search is negative. Dominance very positive, which means we run with Bitcoin. Whales are neutral right now because they want to kind of see what's happening if there is more movements to the upside. And the order book is positive again on the daily. So this is all great. Now, where's this price going to go? Well, if you look here, we have this bull flag, and we have a breakout of this bull flag right here. And it went up and it tested this resistance right here at $10.97, 98, whatever. And so we still could end up breaking out. And like I told you, if we break out of this 1097 to 1192 area, we are going to start to move up to this $16 range. This is not the only indication that I have that we're going to go to this range at all. If you guys want to see, I don't even know if the 200 is going to be up here. Let's look at the 200. Yeah, 200 is down. Can we make this even higher? Can we do like a 500-day moving average, or like a 350-day moving average? Dang, we're above a 350-day moving average. So if you bought Internet Computer in the last year, you probably made money. Let's try 420. 420. Oh, damn, we're above the 420. What? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Let's do this 500, I guess. 500-day moving average. Oh, yes. That's our resistance, baby. The 500-day moving average at 952. Damn, that is our resistance, too. What the hell? That's pretty funny. I was just kind of throwing noodles at walls and seeing what stuck, but damn, that's pretty crazy that that's our exact resistance right now. Oh, damn. That's pretty funny. Okay, but anyway, I don't think we're going to be able to see this on the daily, but this is going to be our next big area. If you see that bull flag up to 16, remember that. Wait, where did it go? Where did it go? Okay, but anyway, let's draw this bull flag again. I say from right here to right here. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, let's just bring it down a little bit. All right, now let's get these other indicators out here. Not the 500, because that doesn't exist. We haven't been around for 500 weeks. That'd be almost 10 years. So let's just do, I believe, the 100 is where it's going to be at. Boom, right at this line. Again, we can actually even draw that out to come over here. Okay, So this line would probably go something like that, and we could hit that. Now I also want to bring out, whoop, not that, this level up here. Hold on. Right here. As you see, previous support all the way back in March of 2022. This was a bottom. This was a support level that broke. So we will be going up and testing this 100 with this bull flag if it breaks out. But this is where we're going to go, even if this bull flag doesn't break out, probably by summer, maybe even before. So like probably the first part of next year, we're going to see that move to this level. And the farther that this starts to come down, the less area the farther down this resistance is going to come, and the easier it will be to get to that level, but it'll be a little bit harder to break that level depending, because we do have another resistance here at 1415 by these wicks, these this support here to resistance here. So this big level from 1455 all the way up to 1579 with a 1491 in the middle of that 100-day moving average or 100-week moving average. That is where I see a big, test and possibly a retracement back down to, this $12 level. If the whales are really still in being that volatile. But I do see another test of this $12 level coming in the next week or so. After Christmas with the Santa rally, I really think we're going to break up into this area and make a test of 1302. And that's going to kind of, if we can break out of that 1302, this, I would say from 1192 to 13 or 1209 really, but if we can get up to this 1311 and close above that, we possibly go to 16. Now, if we can just get above here and stay in this, that's the other scenario that I was talking about getting the other day when I was saying if we can break this 12, we're going to go up. And I think we could bounce around from 1302 to 1455, as this moving average moves down. And we're way above this simple moving average on the weekly on the RSI. Now, if we go and we take a look at this monthly, after we close this week, it's going to be very important here. Because we have a possible cup and handle pattern right here. We have a double bottom on this monthly pattern that looks beautiful. We have volume that we've never seen. We have volatility. Look at this monthly candle. I just want to show you this. If you're new to ICP and you're like, man, can I make money on this crypto? Well, let me just tell you what happened in the last, 20 some days. Today's what, the 23rd, 22nd. I believe today's December 22nd. It's the 23rd. Wait, no, that's okay. It's the 22nd. But so December 22nd, okay, is where we're at now. We opened at $4.56 on December 1st. 3 weeks ago, we opened at $4.56. We had a high in the same month of $11.90. We have a low of $44.52, which you could have scooped up there. And then it closed at about $9.46. So even with that close, it has doubled in price in the last month, up over 107%. If we even go look at the larger time frames, the 1 week is 49%. The month is 132, 223 in the last 3 months. This is your biggest profit you would have made when I was telling you to buy 3 months ago, 6 months. Okay, all that. So levels that I'm watching, if we go back to the weekly, are going to be those levels. We're looking at like the $12 level right above here, right here. Get above there. Go to about, 1309. There is a resistance here at 12. So let's just do 12 too. Well, I guess that is 12. 1192. That's 12. That's close enough to 12. Close enough to 12. So 13. And then up here, we're talking about 16. So this is going to, and then 1452. There is one at 1450. So this is going to be a lot of resistance to get above, but we did shoot up like a crazy maniac. And we are testing this level. Every time we test it, we break a little bit of that resistance down. We are over overbought right now on the daily, and the weekly. But I see more positive movements. We are going to need to cool this daily off, though, in the weekly eventually. But I would like to see it make one more big pump to 16 before it does that. I would like to at least somewhere in between, 13 and 16. I would like to see. And if this moves, we could have like some sort of an ascending triangle right here with this one, with that previous resistance and this upward trending support line. That's like a 45-degree angle. That's a pretty sharp one. But again, if we can get above this $10.56 level, then we could move back up and test this $12 level because this would be an ascending triangle breakout, a bullish continuation pattern to the upside. I do want to look at one more indicator that we haven't looked at in a while and see where we're at on the Bollinger Bands right now. The Bollinger Bands. Yeah, so this is amazing. These Bollinger Bands just opened up like Godzilla's mouth. They are absolutely just crushing it. We will have support down here at $7. Dang, that's a crazy support level, yo. All the way at $7. And there's another support level right here, this big support level. So this goes with, that's crazy how all of my lines end up intersecting with these other moving averages. And that's how we know that this TA works, because it intersects with everything that's on here. I do want to take the Bollinger Band out to the weekly. And oh my God, look, it's like a river mouth going into the ocean right here. Let's just move all these things off of here. Look at that. Look at that. Dang. You can't even use the Bollinger except for like a support down here at 450. I mean, that's how bullish ICP is. You can't even use regular indicators to see where the price is going. Now you can on the 1 hour. Let's look at the smaller time frame. But yeah, we have these big pushes to the upside. We have super big volatility. We have a push up all the way up to $10.98 here, and then all the way back down to $9.43. Crazy. So yeah, we're going to have to get above 960. Let's see, 9638 right there. If we can get above 963, then we could actually continue this pattern, because we also have a smaller ascending triangle right here on this time frame, which would be right here. And if we can get back above, that 966, we could go back up and test. This is $10. Then we can go back up and test. From 10 to 1023, we'll test, and then we could go up and test this here. And so why do I tell you all these levels? Well, this guy isn't telling me when to buy and when to sell. I'm giving you the exact prices where if it goes down, it's going to go there, and you can dollar cost average and scoop your stuff up. If you leverage trade, not financial or trading advice, you could put your leverage trade in down to that, but you have to be careful and watch for breakouts with volume. You have to look at short-term volume for these breakouts because there's a lot of volume. Also, these levels are good to sell at if you're like, okay, I'm going to get out here, but you have to be careful when you sell it. Have a short-term bag and have a long-term bag. If you sell your short-term bag, fine. But what happens? ICP pumps to $12. We have a retrace. It starts to go back to 1180. You're like, okay, it's going to go back down. I'm selling at 1180. I'll get back in at $9 again when it goes back to $9. The problem with that is we break that $12 resistance, go up to $14, $15, $16. You just missed out on all that profit. Now you're not in ICP. You do have all your money still. You did make money, but you wouldn't have made as much as you could. So even if you lose in ICP, you're winning. You're making money. So it all depends on what you want to do. Have a short-term bag. That way you're winning all the time or losing all the time. And then you have a long-term bag where you're going to most likely win. If you have your tokens unlocking in the bull market, you understand when the bull market comes and when it goes. And don't listen to people that are saying that the 4-year cycles are over until they are over. That's all I have to say about that. Now, Ben, you know, you can listen to him. He might think the cycles are over. I just saw like his post. Ben's a cool guy, but I would argue with him on that, just like I would argue with any of you if you said that, you know, the 4-year cycles are done, because I'm a patterns guy. When the patterns make sense, I follow the patterns until the patterns don't pattern anymore. And that's how you win in crypto. And sometimes you lose. If the patterns don't pattern anymore, then you lose. But most of the time, a pattern is called a pattern, not a coincidence, because it's a pattern that happens over and over and over. That's what a pattern is. So you follow the pattern, you follow the trends, your friend till the end. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm really excited about these big moves. I missed every swing trade. Well, you need to follow the channel, and I can show you every single level that we're going to hit. And we've hit all the way up from $3. Go look at my channel. I'm not lying. I'm not just like patting myself on the back. I am providing real value for my community. And so you can check those videos out. When I call these levels, they go almost exactly to those levels. Most, like, it's like reading the weather, right? We have all these indicators, all of these things that tell us where it's going to go. Sometimes it rains, sometimes it doesn't, though. But for the most part, those are levels I'd be buying in at. Those are levels I'd either be selling or taking profits at on my short-term bags, and I'd just be accumulating as much as I can when the price goes down. That's how you do it. Get over to support tracks. Let's get them to 150K. The link is in the chat. I am going to put it in the description too, since I said that. But yeah, I'm just happy, man. We're making money. We're not six figures in the digit. Six-figure digits in the profit yet. That was hard to say. Six-figure digits in the profit yet. We're not six-figure digits in the profit yet. Try to say that. But yeah, we're not six, but we are 5 figures in the profit. 10,000. Yeah, 5 figures in the profits. 5 figures in the profits so far. Next year is 10 or 10 figures. Yeah, 10 figures. 6 figures there. Small bag for sale at 1488. That's a good area because that's where that 100-day moving average is, right around there. I'd really be watching that. That's going to be a big resistance on the weekly. That's an area I really, really hope we pass with a big pump. Daily close above $10 today. That would be good. Now, on the daily, it isn't as important. It can lead us into the next day, but, you know, with the whales being super negative right now, negative Nancy's, it kind of makes it hard. So, yeah, super negative Nancy whales. Karens. Too many Karen. No, the Karen whales. They don't care enough. They're caring too much. They don't care enough, but they're caring too much. Get it? Might buy some here, actually, but we'll be more bullish. Chart above 10. If it goes down, I'll buy more around 830. So I would think anything around 850 is probably 855 is a better purchase because of that support that we have. It might not go down to 830 though. If we see 830, we're most likely going to see somewhere around 780. So you really got to pick those purchase orders at levels of resistance a little bit above it, and then scale down as it goes. I definitely have myself. I'm not saying for you. I'm just saying if I did, I would put it into like 860, scale it, 830, a little bit more, a little bit more. I'm not saying throw it all at 830, 807, but you can scale it down, and the more it goes down, the more crypto or money you put into that crypto, and that's how you dollar cost average by the dip. Next leg, 35 in February. That's a possible. So once we get up above that 16, I'm going to change my TA again. Just like once we got above that $10, my whole TA I had to reevaluate everything. And so that's what's going to happen when we get above 16. There's going to be a whole new show after that. So daily cup and handle forming. And yeah, I got FOMO at 10, but bought more at 9. Might buy in this area. Hey, if you FOMO at 10, this is all about dollar cost averaging. For a long-term bag, a $10 price is not bad. Cup and handle would just take us over the fib. Okay, we'll look at the fib next time. Yeah, I hate it when I miss a trade too. That's why I always do limit orders. I always have them ready. They're ready as soon as it goes to my price. Get my crypto. Give it to me now. I mean, it doesn't happen right away. But I'm just saying when it goes through, if it goes through, limit orders. That's the way you do it. It just takes a minute. It takes longer than market orders. Market order, boom. Limit order, oh, partially filled. Partially filled. You guys know what I mean if you trade. To adjust my biases, not used to this market, and it's a bit chaotic. Okay, that's a good point. I want everybody to calm down for a second. It's not about FOMO. I know you're seeing the price go crazy right now, and I understand. It's good, and you want to make money. Do not let that decide how you trade. The market movements, if you trade based on short-term market movements, you're going to fail. You might win some of them, but you're going to fail in the long term. And I'm not saying that to be mean, or I'm trying to help you guys out here because it is chaotic. It's scary. So I'm just trying to save you from that. If you don't want to really worry about stuff, there was a point in time where in the bear market, I didn't look at my crypto for 2 months. I didn't even look at it. I didn't want to look at it because I knew if I looked at it, I'd worry. I'm like, oh, I lost money. But now that we're making money, you have to stay in that mindset, that bear market mindset of, okay, we have to be careful with what we're doing. Go sit in a room by yourself for a minute if you need to. All them thoughts, everything, all the people talking, all the things being said, block them out. Listen to yourself, do the research, read, and then make the decision for yourself in a good mindset. Like, okay, now have a plan, write it down. Because if you don't have a plan, you don't write it down, you might fail. And when you have that plan, all this chaos happens. You can go back to that plan, look at it on paper. I mean, and you could think about it in your head, but when you see it on paper, you're like, okay, this was the plan. These people got my head all over here and like, oh my God, what is going on? No, that noise is gone. To the paper, what your plan was, stick to that, and you're going to win, man. This is a long-term game. There's very few. So let's just say 1% of people make it trading crypto right now. It's probably going to go up. Let's say 0.00, and that's long term. I'm talking from bull market, bear market to bull market. Long term dollar cost average hodlers. We'll give them 1%. 1% of people are successful trading in long term. We'll say 10%. 1 or 10. We'll just say 1 for the sake of this video. Not real statistic. We'll just say 1% of all people are successful in their long-term trades. Well, if you're a short-term trade, now you're playing the lottery. Now you're buying a lotto. Instead of having a plan and being a calculated machine and like about your money and getting the money in the long term, instead of, I got to get this now. I got to get $1 million right now. Well, good luck. 0.000000001%, just like the lottery. So what you're doing is you're taking a good 1 to 10% odds and you're turning it to Satoshis. It's 1 Satoshi. Let's just say that. Your odds of winning in the short term are 1 Satoshi, 0.00087 zeros and a 1. That's your odds. So, and don't listen to the noise. Just be positive, because when the market does that, keep yourself busy. That's why I was just making content. I started making NFTs, a video chatting all day with people, working my other job, just trying to keep myself busy from all of the chaotic FUD, all of the chaos. The price is going down. Now the price is going up and everybody loves us. And it's hard for us. So I understand that. I just want to encourage you guys, though, that we have a way to get through every single thing, through the bear market, through the FUD, through the chaos. We have plans and we have, tactics involved that get us through that. And you can learn them here on the channel. So let's go. All right, guys, that being said, goodbye and good ICP. Back.